Good evening. Hello, and welcome to tonight's show. We're two for two, so we must be making some kind of progress. That's a good thing, right? To be two for two. So here we are, two for two. How about you? Tonight, we are discussing one of my all time favorite bands. We've been talking, we typically talk about bands here that I feel really passionate about. I mean, it is my show. It is my channel. So I think I would make sense that I would do that. And we're sort of branched out. We started off here. We talked a lot about the Misfits, Samhain, Danzig, and we still do. But we moved on to the Ramones, and we talked. I don't know. We talked about a lot of stuff, but we talked about some Stooges and Iggy Pop and Bad Brains, of course. And now we are doing, of course, Sublime. And of course, the Pixies. Pixies, one of my favorite bands. We did a show recently talking about Paz's departure, which I whatever the case may have been, I'm very sad about. I really am bummed out that she is gone. It happened right before this world tour, although there are inklings on Reddit that were going back to December saying, hey, is Paz out? Is she out of the picture? So I guess it was something that maybe she and the rest of the band were either she knew she was on thin ice, or that this was a lot more premeditated, wasn't like entirely sudden. I mean, also considering that they had a new bassist ready to go for the world tour. And her name is Emma Richardson. She's from a band called Band of Skulls, but she had retired. She had retired from music altogether to be a painter, and now she's back as the Pixies bass player. And I'll be honest, from everything I've seen so far, I mean, she seems okay. Like, I did give Band of Skulls a listen. Not my cup of tea, personally. I listened to a couple of live songs, and she seems to hold it down, but she's not Paz. Paz was so perfect for that band, and just especially, the idea that you could even have someone after Kim Deal, and no disrespect to the second Kim either. May she rest in peace. But now they have this new bass player, Emma, and it's my understanding too that she's not a full-fledged member the way Paz became a full-fledged member. I hope I'm pronouncing it. It's Pez, maybe. Emma is the touring bassist, as far as I understand. As far as Wikipedia, in terms of Wikipedia official, there's lots of different types of official, right? But when it's on Wikipedia, when it becomes Wikipedia official, it becomes pretty darn official, if you ask me, even though anybody can edit Wikipedia. But it seems that the best way to classify the new bassist, Emma, is that she is the current touring bassist, and that she is not like one leg of the table the way Paz eventually was. I mean, it's amazing the amount of collaboration and closeness that they were able to achieve with someone after Kim Deal, because, we all thought, or, you would think, one thinks that Kim Deal is utterly irreplaceable, and to a contingent of fan, they would still concur such things. They would say that is the case. Many of us grew to love and embrace Paz. In any case, Pixies for a long time were very stagnant. Stagnant's not the right word. They reunited in 2003 for Coachella. I think it was 2003 or 2004. I didn't see them until 2005 was the first time I got to see the Pixies, and that was tremendous. But they started off as they were just doing like the reunion thing, and then they released one song called Bam Flock, which I don't know why people don't like Bam Flock. I think it's a fantastic song. And we talked about this last time in the last thing we did on the Pixies. Frank was trying to write material. He was putting out records as Black Francis instead of Frank Black, which is kind of an interesting observation. If you look at Bluefinger is a Black Francis record and not a Frank Black record, why is that? Because some of that material was not for, although there are Frank Black songs like Do What You Want, Ganeshwar, which do what you want, Ganeshwar, and I'm on to the next one. Ooh, upside down. I fucking love that song so much. That song was supposed to be a Pixie song. It's just like Threshold Apprehension. I've heard that Threshold Apprehension goes as far back as Surfer Rosa, which I find hard to believe, but oh, do not get this weird flavor of bubbly. In any case, eventually they did manage to crack that barrier. Black Francis and, fearless leader Black Francis wanted to not be the reunion thing. He wanted to continue to tour as the Pixies, was ready to hang up his solo career. And, he always seemed, I mean, this is a much larger topic. There always seemed to be an axe to grind. I have to establish myself as Frank Black, and that's super important, more important than the Pixies. Somehow needing to overshadow. And I wonder if that in part had to do with the fact that Kim Deal was off doing Breeders and had managed to find great success on her own. And is there, and again, does that mean that he, was solely motivated by that? No, but maybe it informed some of the decisions that he made as a solo artist, or that he was so determined to not acknowledge his past as the Pixies for nearly a decade. At the very end of the Catholics, he started to play Pixie songs again. And then, of course, they started doing the rehearsals. So something along those lines. Shit, I forgot to light the incense. I liked, I fake smoke down here in the basement, and I light the incense. It's like a simulation of smoking. I haven't had a cigarette in over 15 years, but I do like to pretend I'm smoking because I miss it so terribly, but I know that I will never go back to smoking. But this is my way of, it probably looks really lame. It is what it is. I always try to have the incense lit before I start rolling because it's embarrassing, frankly. But, listen, this is just who I am. This is just what I do. And this is just who I am. Okay. Anyway, so the, eventually Kim does leave. Kim is so not interested in messing with the legacy of the Pixies. And she has good, listen, there's good reason for that. And I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it because I could literally talk about that for hours. But, the gist is it's like, hey, we built this body of work that is so formidable that everybody reveres and worships. Are we fucking with that by adding to the catalog? And the flip side, the other side of the mentality is, hey, we've been doing the reunion thing for a long time. What are we? Are we the thing about, Charles is that he is so utterly prolific. The dude is just bursting at the seams with creativity, whether you like what he's doing or not. And I typically like just about, I will check out anything that man puts out. And I think I've listened to his entire soul catalog. I've listened to it all. I love his songwriting. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the Frank Black and the Catholic stuff. I love solo Frank Black. I love Black Francis. I love all of it, man. I love the Pixies. And it's funny, actually, the stuff that the stuff that's hardest for me to digest, that I just really cannot get behind, funny enough, is Head Carrier and Doggerel are two records that I do not get them, man. They do not work. There are select songs that I enjoy, but it is part of that bigger question of Pixies versus Frank Black and the Pixies. And that, like I said, that's a whole other conversation, but it does sort of tie into today's theme in that the Pixies are still putting out new music. In fact, there was a whole album in the can after Beneath the Eerie, or during Beneath the Eerie, or before Beneath the Eerie, that has never seen the light of day, that would feature, I would imagine, features Paz. Maybe they won't put it out now because she's not in the band anymore. I hope that's not the case. I would like to hear it. But they're soldiering on with Emma, and they're doing new music. Case in point, there's a brand new song that they are showcasing in the live show, and we are going to listen to it and decide how we feel about it and what we think about it. But before we do, we just need to make mention of our wonderful sponsor here at the channel, Riot Stickers. Do you need stickers? Then look no further than riotstickers.com. We're doing a special deal. You can get 200 die cut stickers for $69. Go to riotstickers.com/Frumess. Link is down in the description. These stickers are made with a computer guided scalpel. They can do any design. If you want hot dog stickers, if you want spaghetti shaped stickers, if you want bear shaped stickers, if you want, just like anything you can think of, car shaped stickers. If you want, I feel like Cheech Martin in From Dusk Till Dawn. If you want apple pie pussy sticker. sorry, terrible joke. That's a funny bit though that he does as the vampire in the titty twister. Pussy. You had to be there. 1996. What a year for movies, huh? In any case, you can get those stickers you can get any shape you want, because the Sharpie Riot himself uses a computer guided scalpel to make the shape of said sticker, and it's fucking awesome. Riotstickers.com. Take advantage of this incredibly wonderful opportunity. Let's play the video, and we will the theme song, and we will get right back to the brand new song by the Pixies and decide as to what we think about it.
Posters and promo cards, there's nothing we can't print for you. From stage backdrops to bass drum heads, we can print on shirts, we can print on hats, we can print on pants. Cheap prices and high quality, quick turnaround times and free shipping. We also offer free artwork support, great customer service, and so much more. We are the bomb. Riotstickers.com. Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. Riotstickers.com. Riot Stickers, we are the bomb. Riotstickers.com. Riot Stickers, we are the bomb.
And that's a promise. Riotstickers.com. Okay, so Frank is pretty, Charles he's pretty good about, posting stuff to social media, and he posts, little snippets of songs that, and things, all sorts of things that he does. In case in point, here is a clip of him featuring him and Emma, and they're doing this track. All that's written here is Vegas Sweet Second Night at the Olympia. So let's listen in and hear the song itself.
Today, it's coming to save us. I hope he don't hate us. I hope he forgave us. I'm going away. I'm going to Vegas. And if I don't make it, there's lots of places. I had a 2-year run down in Henderson, but when you've done everything is done. It's coming today. It's coming to save us. I hope he don't hate us. I hope he forgave us.
right, so that's like the initial snippet, and my first impressions are, wow, that does not sound like a Pixie song. That sounds like a Frank Black and the Catholic song. And this herein lies what has been very, I think, very difficult for this band that has a soul singer songwriter, essentially. Again, Paz was contributing this, that, and the other. And of course, you have Joey, contributing. The third lead singer of the band is actually Joey's guitar, and he's, doing his Joey Santiago, weird, angular, surrealist, surf rock, incredible fucking, guitar wizardry on, these tracks. But the songs themselves, like the framework, like what they are not all intrinsically, they are not very Pixies-esque at all. And that's because, as we grow and change as people, and our minds change and our tastes change and our skill set changes and our ability changes, so too does our approach to creative, output. And in the case of, Charles going from being Black Francis to Frank Black back to Black Francis, I think that's not been very, easy. I've seen online people talk about how, it's kind of like Frank Black and the Pixies. Some of these songs, like they are Frank Black songs, they are Frank Black and the Catholic songs that are, there. It's like there's an attempt to dress them up like Pixie songs, but they just still, it's the way that he sings too. Like he still sings the way that he sang as Frank Black. And there are these little glimpses of the Black Francis from the days of old, like the old Pixie stuff. You can hear it, in fact, on Graveyard Hill, which is one of my favorite new Pixies tracks. Like that, to me, What Goes Boom too feels very much like I've said this many times before in the past. What Goes Boom is absolutely the continuation and continuity from Trump Lamont. Like you listen to that song, you go, this is the next song. If they made an album in like 94 or 93, this is what that next song would have been. It's really spot on. It's on brand is what I'm trying to say. And then, and you hear it in too, like I said, in Graveyard Hill, there are these little flourishes that are just very, it's Black Francis. It's not Frank Black. And then you have other songs. You have songs on Doggerel, and you have like the back end, the Daniel Boone song does not really feel like a Pixie song. It feels like a Frank Black song with Joey Santiago. And it's like, where does Frank Black end and the Pixies begin in the first place? When you look at Frank Black self-titled and look at Teenager of the Year. The songwriting there's so much Pixies in the songwriting. It's funny, it almost inversed now, because he's writing Pixies records as Frank Black, and he was writing Frank Black records as a member of the Pixies, like back in the early 90s, those first three records, Cult of Ray, Teenager of the Year, and Frank Black, all are just they're super Pixie-esque for obvious reason. Then he made that shift with the Catholics, and it's, as well as his recording approach, where he just was doing 1 to 2 track recording. And it's kind of amazing when you listen to those albums and you go, shit, like how the fuck did he record this in one take? Which again brings me back to this song Vegas Suite. I like it. I like it a lot. I think I like it more as a Frank Black and the Catholic song than I do as a Pixie song. But, with Beneath the Eerie proved to me that there is still Pixies magic in Frank Black and these guys. Like, it's there. They need the right circumstances. And it's amazing how the producer of Head Carrier also produced Beneath the Eerie, and yet, they go from Head Carrier to Beneath the Eerie to Doggerel. It just doesn't, it's weird. It doesn't work. I don't think there's a single song on Doggerel that really stands out to me. I've come to love every note on Beneath the Eerie, but Beneath the Eerie has like Catfish Kate is a Frank Black song. It is. Daniel Boone is a Frank Black song. What else? But then you have a song like Saint Nazaire, and I'm like, holy shit, that's some, there's a lot of Pixies energy there. There's a lot of Pixies energy there, but there's also a lot of Pistolero. Like I think about I Switched You when I listened to Saint Nazaire. But then you look at a song like Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey is so it's so Pixies, but his delivery, even his vocal delivery, is a Frank Black vocal delivery. And that's just part of the package now. Like all of the what comes from the Pixies is going to have Frank Black DNA. There's no way to reverse that. I just don't think it's possible. Maybe the missing element is Kim Deal. Maybe if they had Kim Deal back, then it would work. Here's an actual live version, and this happened before. Again, when they started rolling out stuff from Beneath the Eerie, they were doing it live. They did stuff live before they went into the studio to record, or before the studio recordings came out. So Vegas Suite is obviously an inkling of either. Now, here's the thing. Is Vegas Suite one of the songs that they recorded in Dublin, and they recorded like a whole album's worth of material? Mind you, there's also a whole thing of demos from Beneath the Eerie. Like they've done a lot of recording in the last couple of years. Or is this an entirely new song that has just come out of working with Emma Richardson from Band of Skulls? And that's very possible. And I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. So let's listen to the full. Here's the full song. And this was for a courtesy of the Planet of Sound podcast channel on YouTube. And I put a link down to the description if you'd like to subscribe or check out the video yourself. I'll put the link in the chat, and let's give it another. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Son of a bitch. Here, let me see. You gonna let me do it? No. All right. Sorry. Let's listen to the full track itself and give it one more appraisal. Ready?
Well, that's it. That was the idea, you know.
Yeah. Side note: I really like the eyeballs because they're doing bossa nova and Trump Le Monde like back to back, which is really great, and I love the floating, glowing eyeballs.
It's sequence, and that's the last one. Thank you for coming tonight. We'll play a couple more songs. Have a lovely day. It's coming today. It's coming to save us. I hope he don't hate us. I hope he forgave us. I'm going away. I'm going to Vegas. And if I don't make it, there's lots of places. I hit the 2-big road. Now there can be some, but when you do everything is gone. It's coming today. It's coming to save us. I hope you don't hate us. I hope LA, back in Las Vegas. Oh, they were so gracious. I doubled my wages. I was at the Pizza Hut in Needles, California. I'll tell you what, my favorite time of 3 times. You ever listen up, but now you never think about that. It's coming together. It's coming to save us. I hope we don't hate us. I hope we forgive us. It's coming today. It's coming to save us. I hope we don't hate us. I hope we forgive us. It's coming today. It's coming to save us. I hope we don't hate us. I reach you. I forgive you.
So, I mean, and it does lend the question of like, is this more authentic than say trying to like make a Pixie song for the sake of a Pixie song? It's like this is the way that Frank Black sings now, or whatever, Charles. This is how he sings now. Whether he's doing Frank Black stuff or Pixie stuff, he's gonna sing like this. Like this is who he is. And he's approaching it from like an honest and authentic place. And I've learned that was disappointing as a die hard Black Francis, like screaming tame, sort of, person place thing. Like for me, that Frank Black Francis demo, the acoustic demo that he did before they even recorded the Purple tape at Fort Apache studio in '87. That 30-minute just like acoustic Black Francis showing them how the songs are going to go, showing what's his name, Gary Smith, showing whatever the engineer. I just love that shit. I mean, that give me all of that. Those early Pixies show where they're still doing Boom Chicka Boom, and from '86, like Halloween '86, TT and the Bears, the Rat. Like that's my favorite Pixies. The build high down to the well where Kim's doing the boom chicka doom chicka, really that's my go-to favorite shit. But I've grown to learn and love every iteration of this band as well as every piece of solo output. And this is just like the new weird hybrid version that I just have to embrace. We have to come to terms with it. I think it's a great song. I wish, a lot of his songs too, you have to imagine like his register has changed. Like this is the man who used to be able to scream better than any fucking heavy metal singer. He could scream better than King Diamond, or whoever. And his voice has changed with age. Like, the fact that he is such a powerhouse at his age is incredible. The fact that Charles knows as many songs as that he does, that he has the stamina that he has, and he's able to still scream that the way that he can at his age is very impressive. It's not an easy thing to achieve. So I'll be very interested to see what the body of work is. you know, if every song is like slow like this, if we get like a whole record's worth of Daniel Boone again, like I can't deal with that. Like I need that's not Pixies. That's not Pixies. That's Frank Black. Sure, fine. I mean, I love Honeycomb. I fucking love Honeycomb. I don't mind Faster Man, Raider Man. But like you need to give us something like there's certain things in Pixies DNA that make it Pixies. It can't just be whatever Frank Black decides to do is Pixies, because the Pixies are Frank Black and Frank Black is the Pixies. It can't work that way. There has to be, you have to give us something that is like, that is signature to the sound, whether it's surf guitars, screeching vocals, abstract lyrics, the blending of the masculine and the feminine through vocal harmony. You got to give us something. And I mean, obviously, we get a little bit of that. We get the masculine and the feminine through vocal harmony in Vegas Suite for sure. It has me hopeful and excited for whatever is coming, because, like I said, after Doggerel, I mean, I was really sort of let down by Head Carrier. Was beyond the moon for Beneath the Eerie, and then just really let down by Doggerel. So this Vegas Suite has me optimistic for whatever is coming in the future. Before we leave here, there are actually two more I didn't recognize this song. You know, I got to tell you, first of all, I don't recognize that song. It's definitely not on Doggerel, and I don't think it's on Head Carrier. So I do not know what that song is. Those are the two albums I've listened. I've listened to every Pixies album like 100 times, like the original 5 records or whatever. I've listened to each one of those over 100 times, just countless times. I know every note on those records and on the B-sides, everything. Indie Cindy, I know I'm more familiar with, and Beneath the Eerie, I'm more familiar with. And then Doggerel and Head Carrier, I have listened to a handful of times. I just cannot get into them. I barely know the track. I don't think this song is on either one of those. I'm ruling it out. So I'm going to say that this is also a new track. And I have to tell you, it sounds fucking fantastic. I like this one a lot more than Vegas Suite. I think this has much more of a Pixies sound. It has that Joey is just riffing, just doing sizzling lead after sizzling lead. They really seem to have the chemistry here. I mean, it's really, really present. And so if we get, this is a new song and Vegas Suite is a new song, I'm in, dude. I am fucking in. I'm in like Flint. That was excellent. And then there's one more, and I don't know what this song is either. Does say Frank Black for that. Thanks, man. Frank Black, right?
And when your time for what you want,
Frank Black.
And undesired by evening stars, gather what you need, Every liar has their reason. It feels good to take a stand and to know just what you are. When you're tired, you are undesired star. Yeah, what you need, put it in a sack.
So, you know, that does not sound like a Pixie song at all. That sounds like purely like a Frank Black track. And, you know, I am not, I mean, like I said, I've gone through that discography many times, but man, if that was something off of like, you know, Devil's Workshop or Black Letter Days, I wouldn't be able to freaking tell you. So, or Show Me Your Tears or something. It sounds like maybe that might be a new song too. I don't know. You know, if he seems to be like really focused. I heard that he's going to be doing a Teenager of the Year reunion, which is my favorite Frank Black album, period. Like bar none. That first of the two. It's a double album. That first part is just you know, like the first 12, 13 songs, right past Space Is Gonna Do Me Good. Like every one of those tracks, just fucking immaculate, phenomenal. But it really seems that he's really focused on just doing Pixies, you know, or he's like, hey, I could fold Frank Black into Pixies. That's really what has happened. He's decided that to, like, you know, he's taken his solo approach and folded that into a Pixies prism and just been like, hey, this is Pixies too, because I'm fucking Black Francis, Frank Black, and Charles. We're all the same person. You know, it's the what is it? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. It's all the same thing. That's all I got for you tonight about in regards to this. I didn't really want to do this show either tonight, but I forced myself to do it because that's what we got to do. We got to show up every day and do things, even if we don't want to do them. I hope you enjoyed. What's up, Crazy White Boy? I agree. It was totally Frank Black and the Catholics right there. Let's see what else comes up the pike. Let's see. I like I said, I do feel optimistic with Emma in the fold. I think she's gonna do just fine. But I am bummed that there is no Paz. Maybe having Emma in the band will actually change the direction away from like doggerel and head carrier. But I gotta say, they did fucking Beneath the Eerie with Paz, and that was like the shit. That was literally the shit. Like that was just some good shit right there. So, all right, that's all I got. Peace, hair grease. We'll see you next time for the next show. I couldn't tell you when it's going to be. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Who knows? If the right topic comes along, we will stay tuned and find out.